1851. Founding and founder. In 1851, Joseph Kelly went to what is now Charles City. He was the first known white settler to this area. By 1852, 25 other settler families joined Joseph Kelly. This land was originally named Charlestown. Later, the name changed to St. Charles, and then finally Charles City. Charles City became the county seat after Floyd County was established in 1851.
In 1901, a hard car factory started, first making gas engines. Later, that factory became an Oliver farming equipment factory. Peaking in the mid-70s, it employed over 3,000 workers. The 1980s farm crisis and economic pressure it to close in 1993.
In 1910, an orphan train had crashed. It was located on Iron Hill, and over 200,000 kids had died on the train, and only 4 had survived. If you go to Iron Hill, people say that you can hear the screaming of all the children and strange noises.
1920, Carrie Chapman Catt, 19th Amendment. Carrie Chapman Catt Girlhood Home is located 3 miles southeast of Charles City at 2379 Timber Avenue, Charles City, Iowa. Carrie Chapman Catt created the 19th Amendment, the right for women to vote. The 19th Amendment was passed by Congress in 1920. Carrie spoke out in what she believed. Can you imagine as a girl not getting the same rights as men? Well, Carrie lived it, and she changed the United States as we know it. Carrie Chapman Catt Girlhood House has been turned into a museum. This has changed the world as we live in. Charles City, America's hometown, is a true statement.
1968 tornado. May 15, 1968. It was an F5. That is the worst out of all tornadoes. 13 dead and 100 injured. Massive destruction in the wake. More than 20 million is estimated. 256 businesses and 1,250 homes were destroyed. We not only survived, but we thrived. The tornado was on the ground for 65 miles. The width was 400 yards. It was weird that Charles City was hit at 4:30, and 7 minutes later, Owine was hit by their F5 tornado. It missed the hospital like it almost jumped over.
Heavy rainfall in Minnesota flooded most of northern Iowa. There was damage in most of the Midwest from the storm band. The '08 flood was a major flood, which means the river was over 18 feet deep. Most people who lived around the river had lost their homes for many days.
The suspension bridge was built in 1906. It spanned 270 feet. It was lost during a flood in June 2008. A new bridge was built in 2010.
On April 1st, 2014, a fire started outside just across from the Charles City Middle School, which started on the porch. At first it was containable, but the high wind speeds took over and quickly spread to the rest of the apartment building. In the process, there was a man inside who was later found to be dead from smoke inhalation. When help arrived around 2:40, but the house was already engulfed in flame. The apartment building was not even close to salvageable. Today there's a small house built where the old apartment building once was.